Alright, welcome back, prisoners, to Oxygen Not Included, episode 9? Yeah, episode 9. So, I have a second save file that I'm working on, and... how's this looking? I'm going to order all eggs to be all eggs to be gathered. So today what we're going to do is, I feel like the base has expanded a decent bit. What we need to do now is start taking advantage of what we've currently got. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to reposition these. Let's go ahead and accelerate to maximum speed. We're also going to start working towards this thing over here. I'm not too familiar with cooling down water, but that doesn't mean we can't figure it out. Where is it? Skill scrubber first. Like, we're not being as space efficient as we could be. I don't want to leave that many spaces in between. The other one is in refinement. This one, just 2 spaces in between. Get rid of that. Build one of these. What? There. Wait. Also delete this. Okay, that game's getting a little whirly-wig on me. So the reason for that is because I need more polluted water for some of my projects. And one of the ways we're going to do that is by upgrading this to like a real bathroom. So the water gets put into the real bathroom, and then they poop the poopy water into here. But that means we're going to start drawing from this water quite a bit, which means I'm going to need this water over here. But this water is really hot. 150 degrees, basically. And then there's also this cool steam vent itself. It's, yeah, we gotta find a way to cool the water first before we do anything else with it. So meanwhile, let's go ahead and order them to cut a hole through here. Let's also have them build a deodorizer right here preemptively. And I want them to sweep up this water. It looks like it's too much liquid, so we'll have to give it some surface area to thin it out. Go ahead and do that, like that. Let's make sure our germs are looking pretty good. I think they're cleaning up pretty effectively. I think I'm going to change this to 1,000 so that I don't have to constantly tell them to mop up the ladder. We need this gone because they can only climb up and down something that's too tall. 2 units tall. Okay, good. Now they are automatic. So the reason we're doing... You could basically set how many germs. Typically when they go on this, they're putting a few hundred germs on it, but they're not putting like a crazy amount. You don't want to put it too low, otherwise they'll just go like crazy neurotic and start like spraying everything. Definitely got some slime lung in there. Let's add a second one in case it manages to get around, which is to some extent. Looks like their shift is over, though. What's this Puff doing here? We can't do anything with the Puff, so we're gonna have them zappinated. And we zappinated the Puff. Where are we storing our food? Over here? I want to store my food over here. Actually, we have this food. The tall one, is a little more space efficient. Since, it's more space efficient since our buildings are kind of like lengthwise and they're not as tall, so... Basically, if we could stack those up here too, they'd be more efficient, but... Okay, so it looks like those don't count. Let's make this an 8 and remove that. That means they'll destroy this, and then suddenly they will transfer all the food over, and the food will be in a sterile environment, so it won't go bad, and that we don't even need to hook this up. If it's sterile, then there's no need to even make a second one. In the event our food starts to overflow, but we don't even need to power the refrigerator in the event in that case, because it's going to be just fine. It's already in a sterile. In fact, it's better than plugging it in. Yes, clean up that nasty water. Do it. They're complaining about it being cold, and yet it should be pretty hot in there. Oh yeah, it's pretty hot in there. Yay, so let's go ahead and... Wait, they haven't cleaned all this up. I need them to clean... Okay, let's not overload them with tasks. I need them to clean that up first. Yeah, this needs to get pumped into there. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to do this. The first thing I'm probably going to do is I need some room to work around, so let's go ahead and build a ladder. I don't know, this tall, about as tall as this. And let's go ahead and build a floor for our hypothetical building. A little bit of slime lung in there. Let's go ahead and build a way for them to get up there. And build one of these and one of these on top of it, just to clean up that polluted oxygen where the slime lung is hiding. Let's also clear that out. I'm gonna leave these here just so that so those have something to stand on top of. I also want this. Oops. Let's start making this area heat-proof, or begin the heat-proofing process. Although some of this is abyssalite, it's naturally heat-resistant, so let's just panel the areas that are not abyssalite. Man, going through another cycle already. What other stations do we have that we can build? Yeah, I'm going to assign a textile loom, because that's one of the things we need to work on, is getting the textile loom. That'll allow us to build all... Oh, what's this puff doing here? There's nothing we can do. Well, this guy actually could potentially wander his way inside. If we get puffed eggs, I can manually place them in there. But that environment isn't going to be sufficient for more than maybe one puff at the best. So what we need to do is first I want to wait in without letting the water out because it's just so hot in there. I mean, holy crap. Do I want you building, ranching? Oh, you're pretty good actually. Okay, so the next person on the list is Trey Gray. Is it A? Did it? Looks like it's spelled with an E, unless I didn't write it down correctly. I have a really good feeling that Trey Graypaws looks like an Asian girl. I mean, that's a very... I'm surprised I could pronounce the name Trey Graypaws. Like, I'm normally only good at English names. But, welcome to prison, Trey Graypaws. So, I think I want more people building right now. Let's go ahead and get some upgrades. I know someone wanted to see all the promotions, so sure, I will have everyone take their promotions. Farming. Wait, we'll leave that hat on. Digging. Yeah, critter ranching. Even though this is not a favorite stat, we just need someone who can do ranching. Eventually, if I get someone who's better at ranching or enjoys it as a favorite, I could put SVS through the skill scrubber. Okay. Here we go. We can watch them get their promotions. Oh, Foosh King in with the promotion. Not changing ats though. WT Reed not changing ats. Matthew gets the, I think that's the construction at, the advanced construction at. Is that it for promotions? Oh. Trey Graypaws. Oh, look at that! Look at that! They actually took the time to, rather than taking away the little balls of hair, they just got pushed downwards. That's a good detail. Kyler getting an upgrade. No change in that, though. That's probably everyone. How's our electricity doing? Our power grid is... Our potential load is a little bit over, but I don't think we'll be having all of them active all at once, so it's not a big deal at the moment. So now that we have 2 research people, both of the Joes are able to... I mean, we may have had 2 research people for a while. Sometimes I forget since I only play once a day on this save file. But they're going to be able to do both of them at the same time, which is pretty nice. Oh, this is an unreachable build. That's the problem. Wait, it sounds like my phone is going crazy. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Phone was going crazy. So, they're a little cramped in here, which means we've reached our critter capacity. How many are there? 1, 2, 3... is there a way I can tell how many are in here? 11. So let's go ahead and thin out the oldest ones. So 45, so the age is right. The age is right here. 80, you're an old fart. 98, super old fart. 26, 6, you're brand new. 16, wow, got a teenager in here. Here, we'll kill 3 of them. Now these guys actually could fight back, though. They're not very good at it. They're not nearly strong enough to deal with our duplicants. All they can do is basically bite them and give them a few injuries. Come on, take him out. There we go. Thank you, King K, taking him out. Very good. Okay, that's going to help us get rid of this, so it's going to start sweeping up that stuff. I think what I'm going to do is tile the rest of this up, and then I'm going to also remove this. Give me some walls in order to... Let me cancel this one as well, that way we can use that to build that. So this is supposed to be the Dreco area. Do we have any Drecos, though? So until we get Drecos, that area doesn't really matter. Let's put all of these on infinite, just so that they will automatically cook them. Turn them into something better for us to eat. Do we have a cook, actually? We might not have a cook. Grilling right here. So, do we have a cook? WT Reed can become the cook next level. No, we don't have a cook. Jeez, that stinks. Definitely gonna need a cook. Okay, so another thing we also just need, like, look how hot it is. Look at this. This is 200 degrees. We also need to scan this, like, right here with the ability to analyze, so analyzing it will give us a bit more information about it. It'll tell us, like, how often it's going to erupt, how intense the eruptions are going to be, and so forth. So we have this nice layer of abyssalite that's kind of protecting us from the heat. Also, I believe we got the textile loom, so let's go ahead and put that one here and hook it up like so. And let's go ahead and use one of these floors for food, or for gardening. This water's contaminated, correct? Yes, that water's contaminated. So that means I'm gonna need 2 wash basins. How many thimble reed seeds do I have? Can't see. Thimble reed, I've got 14. Okay, we got a lot. So let's go ahead and use these then. Food. Let me check the pollution levels. Okay, that's fine. So we can remove these, and we're going to install these instead. Just like that. The reason for that is because when they handle the poopy water and pour it in, they're going to have this problem where... Let me copy the stats from this over. When they handle the poopy water, what's going to happen is they're going to, like, get it all over them, so they'll need to wash their hands on the way out. I mean, you'll see once I plant all of these. Okay, let's go ahead and plant thimble reeds. Plant, copy, bam. It doesn't take long for thimble reeds to start going throughout. Oh, we also need this. Let me assign this to a 9 real quick just to make sure that we're getting this as quickly as possible. So we'll pump the water out, the crappy water gets pumped out, and they'll be used to irrigate this stuff. Let's go ahead and start also digging towards this guy. Probably also going to make all of this heat absorbent, just to block as much of the heat transfer as possible. No need to do it here, though, because that's the abyssalite. So yeah, irrigation growth is halted due to that. Interesting, why isn't it? Okay, no, I just saw him he got a little bit on him. Okay, never mind. On my main file, I was having a huge problem with this just contaminating everything with food poisoning germs, but it looks like we are okay. Okay, so they've got enough to do right now. Our manpower could also be a bit higher. We're gonna have a problem with... how's our oxygen doing? It's okay-ish. So here we can make a bunch of different things. But until we get some thimble reed, we can't really do anything. I'm also going to give them a sweep order here because I want this area to be clean. I want this area to be clean because they spend a lot of time there. I want this area clean because anywhere they spend a lot of time, like in their living space, because this will improve their morale. In fact, I'll show you right here. If we go to skills, if you point to this, you'll see the sources of morale. We're getting 6 from the Great Hall, 1 from the 2-shift break, 1 from the barracks, 1 from, I guess, being a duplicate. Getting some from learning the skills you like, the latrine. Let me see someone who's been here for a while. So, we're losing morale from a bad meal, and we could be gaining morale if our decor was better, but our decor is really weak. So by improving our decor, we can actually get more morale, so we just need to clean the area up, basically. Let me make sure we're not getting germs all over the place. Gonna take them a little while. So right now they're just sweeping stuff up, and this is not particularly interesting to watch, so I'll be right back once they're done sweeping everything up. Okay, so hold on a second. The printing pod is up again. Oh, a Dreklet. I kind of want this, but let's see who else. We don't need researching. Oh, he's got farming and ranching. I kind of want that, just because farming and ranching is a pretty big deal. But I want the Dreklet, too. We're gonna take the Dreklet. So I'm gonna wrangle this guy and assign him to be over here for the Dreklet and Dreco level 8 priority. And what I'm gonna do is turn 2 of these off. Give the Dreklet something to eat. Because so the thing about Dreklets, or Dreklet's the baby form. The thing about Drecos is that, where did it go? Okay, here it is. So the thing about Drecos is that they don't like to eat food out of a distributor. They like to eat it while it's living on the plant itself. So Basically, eventually what we will do is switch this to off and basically make none of these harvestable. But not for a while, because it's only one Dreco right now, and it's a Dreklet on top of that, so it doesn't even eat that much food. So they've cleaned this area just about. And our storage containers are starting to fill up as well. Still can't do anything with the pip yet. I mean, we could put them to work to plant some things for us. Ooh, I want these eggs. Ugh, there's so many things I want to do, but I have to not overload the dupes with work tasks. Okay, so now this is clean, I can actually see. These things grow really quickly. Like, look, these are nearly done. In fact, we should be able to see some of this by the end of the episode. Oh, that's why they're not. I'm like, why aren't they doing my bidding? Like, you stupid slaves. But it's actually my fault. How many wart seeds do we have? 1 wart seed. So, what can we do to cool this water down? We could use a thermo aqua tuner. Let me actually get the research for the thermo aqua tuner going. Where is it? The, Where is the thermo aqua tuner? The liquid tepidizer. The thermo aqua tuner. It cools the liquid, but generates heat around it. Ah, so here we go. When these things mature, they grow into these crazy things here. And now we can harvest them. And every time we get 4 of these, we're going to be able to make some clothing. And what do you know? That's 4 right there. So let's go ahead and queue up probably snazzy suits. Let's get 1 for everybody. So let's queue 10 up. So the cool vest helps you deal with it's a relatively expensive way for your guys to deal with heat. Like if you send them into heat areas unprotected really frequently, typically you would use a full spacesuit if it's really hot. And same with this is the opposite. If they need to be cooler, if they're getting like a lot of hypothermia, but I haven't had a problem with that really. So instead we're gonna go with the snazzy suit, and what that's gonna do is make them prettier. Like if we turn on this, and let me move it slow. You see how the values are actually changing? And that's because his outfit is ugly. And his ugliness is actually adding a lower decor value. Which is why, let me find somebody else. So you're going to see it go down a little bit. As he goes up, it's going to go down. There it is. Negative value, -5, King K's outfit. See, their outfit is insanely ghetto. And so we have to make sure that their outfits aren't as ghetto. The snazzy suits will fix just that. Let's turn this up to a 7. In fact, let's make all of our machinery 7s. These become 7s. This is actually supposed to be an 8. This should be an 8. This should be a 7, a 7. Okay, so they're paneling that area. Let's make this, let's make these 7s as well. It's important that these stay running, like, all the time. You need to stay running. Let's bump our props up to 6. Okay, we'll build this there as a bridge, and now I'm going to set this to a priority 8 analyzation. So analyzing this will take a pretty long time. In fact, we probably won't even finish it by the end of the episode, but what it's going to let us do, we'll see the analyze. Oh, this is going to be the, this is a great thumbnail, just because it's interesting. So, I mean, he's going to start having some problem with the toasty surroundings. It's pretty hot, obviously, and you can see that. Look how slow this bar is going up. But you can imagine him, he's kind of like a geologist or whatever. I don't know what kind of scientist would be studying the nature of this thing. Oh god, it's good. So he needs to get out of there. Let's turn this priority 1 for now. Let's cancel the analysis. We gotta do it when it's not as, you know, incinerating. So we got... Okay, so that's an interesting issue. Let's put a seal here. So that's what... Let's also make this a number 9. Yeah, okay, good. The build is at a 9. That means I'm automatically building at a 9, and I don't want to build at a 9 automatically. So, the reason the water got up here is because, remember, it's emitting vaporous steam. No. Finish building that. Okay, red alert off. Before someone has an accident. Oh, he's using the loom. Maybe this could be our... This is also a pretty good one, honestly. Also takes a pretty long time, but not nearly as long as the analysis goes. Okay, so his shift is ending. Once this thing stops erupting, we will begin analyzing it again. So we're gonna need a ladder all the way down. And we're gonna need to probably drill some of this area out to increase the reserve capacity of this. Let's make sure the ladder's built first. Oh, it's super hot. Holy crap. This thing does not care. It's like, you ready to, like, erupt? I'm watching them to make sure they don't do something insanely dumb. If they do something relatively dumb, that doesn't bother me too much, but if they do something insanely dumb, that's not good. Let's go ahead and put probably a... I probably need it to be right about here. This is where we're going to put a wart seed. To start pretending like we can cool the area down. Fortunately, the water cools down surprisingly quick compared. Like, this area, 220 degrees, that's nuts. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a wart seed in. Make it a priority 7. Okay. And I'll begin analysis, turn it up to an 8, since this thing has stopped erupting. Maybe I should put the wart seed right here, actually. Remove that. Put this here. Remove that. Okay. And then what we can do is put this here, and remove those two. And destroy that as well. Let's just pretend like we can cool this area down a little bit, even though it's like insanely hot. Who's scalding? Not surprising, given how absurdly hot this area is. I'll let it they can scald for a little bit. Oh, there's hardly any oxygen in here, too. Yeah, it's not actually emitting breathable oxygen. Interesting. So let's get the wart seed in here at a priority 7. Oh man, it's hot. This thing is like just... It's hot. Okay, we got the hydro sensor. Okay, so our new problem is that there's not enough oxygen in there, so let's go ahead and open this up. And let's get a oxygen majigging thing right here. And let's connect it up. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe what I should do is pump the water from here into here and focus on cooling the water here, and then moving the water from here into the... maybe it'll be a multi-stage process of how we handle it. Let's get a ladder in here. Actually, I want the ladder on the far side, because we can use a water pole to go down faster. Like, we got another printable, let's see. Spicy tofu. Building and operating pacifist and squeamish. That's not too bad, though. Operating, farming, and supplying. Ranching and flatulent. Slow learner. You know what? I think we'll take this guy. I think we're doing okay for that. So, welcome to prison, Jordan Sand. Not sure if you got a crazy, wicked widow's peak and, like, some weird hair tuft growing out the back of your head, but, you are officially in jail. Let's go ahead and set your priority. You're both builders, I believe. Yeah. Wait, plant the seed. Jeez. You guys are killing me. Well, we'll need to remove that one. Put the fire pole here. Help them travel up and down just that little bit faster. We can go ahead and remove that as well. Oh, no, 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 it's about to erupt. Get out of it. Let's mop that little thing up right there. Okay, so this thing is not gonna cut it. This thing is not gonna be able to combat that massive quantity of heat. Like, we would need a lot of them in order to accomplish that. It's trying, though. I mean, I'll give it that. I'll give it to him. It's trying. Let's go ahead and put up... What if we use the Aqua tuner here? How does this... Where is the Aqua tuner at? Is it under ventilation? No. Utilities? Thermo Aqua tuner. Cools... Thought I had an alert for a moment. Cools the liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat in the vicinity. Can this be put underwater? I mean, would it matter? What if we put it like this? I've never used one of these before, so we're actively in the learning process. What's the overheat temperature on these wires? Doesn't say, so I don't think it has an over... Oh, God! We need to lock this door for a moment. This thing is going to be a priority 8. So while this thing is erupting, we cannot do anything in there. So, like, we need to do it in between, basically. But he's still got damage from, let me see, moderate wounds from the, getting burned. Yeah, we're not going to mess around. Well, what's this doing here? That shouldn't be there. Oh, the snazzy suits. I think we got a few of them built, actually. There we go. Look, get them their snazzy suits. What's happening? You locked yourself in like an idiot. In. Go here. Lock. No, go right here and lock it. I said go right here unless someone else is currently... I think someone else is handling that order. No, you don't go inside. Nope, you don't go inside. I know you guys want to go in there and get boiled alive, but no one goes inside. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so we can't do anything with that at the moment. We can make more snazzy suits, though. We can make the exosuit forge. That's something we can do. So the if we use the exosuits, then we would be able to interact with that area a lot better. See, this thing is not even coming even close to, like, the cooling capability is not even close to it. Another snazzy suit. Dreclet still has not grown up. One of the things that's nice about these Dreclets is that they poop phosphorus, which is what these things need. I think germs are pretty good at the moment. Okay, it looks like we hit the capacity on these, so let's remove these here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put more of these in. I don't want... Basically, we're gonna leave these on priority 1 so that... Oh, wait, they gotta build them first. Oh, God. Stupid slaves can't even do anything right. Nope, we don't have a cook yet. One of these slaves need to become a cook. Come on, you guys can do it. Copy the settings, there we go. Now, when they have nothing else to do, they'll continue cleaning up. He's not looking too good due to the getting cooked to boiled alive by the what do you call it? By the geyser. Dangerous. I might do something where I'm gonna allow very specific access. Okay, how do I change? Okay, I'm gonna switch it to auto, but I'm gonna cancel these, so there should be no more reason for them to go in there. I'm gonna restrict access and make it so that only specific people can make it in. Okay, so we just hit another research. What did we get? Let me skip through these. Oops. Liquid pipe, element, thermosensor, radiant. It should have been the... Oh, I know what it is. It's the one right on... We're working towards... Yeah, the hazard suit. Okay, so that was correct. For a second, I thought, lying to me, boy. Better not be lying to me. Okay, so let me... Most of you guys... I'm gonna deny access to most of you guys. So, who is a builder? Priorities, let me see what a builder looks... Who's a builder? Building... Oh, you guys need to have building as a priority. Digging. Operating, look at that high operating skill. Anyways, so the people who are going to go into build are going to be Matthew, Foosh, and Hinged. So basically anyone who has the dark red hat, or the construction hat. And the reason for that is because they're the ones who are going to build the fastest. So that means they will be in it the least amount of time. And that means we can go in and give it a try. Let's see. Okay, let's unpause. Put this here. I believe it was under utilities. The Aqua tuner here. Oh, I should probably build them out of gold, actually. Build this out of gold. Build this out of gold. The reason we're going to build it out of gold is because gold overheats a lot slower. Invalid building location. Okay, so that's good to know. How about right here? So it obviously needs a platform, whereas these liquid pumps, I think they can float in midair. Yep, it's hot, I know. You'll be fine. Oh, nope, never mind. Everybody get out. Everybody get out. So just by canceling that build order, now no one has any reason to go in. And the gold amalgam is still sitting there, so that's fine. Oh, it looks like you're gonna get an extra day. I'm supposed to not play on day 61, but whatever. Like, I was really into this episode trying to figure this crap out. Once they're done making all of our snazzy suits, we can start making a bunch of other things too. We can start carpeting the area. We're not going to carpet everything, because these tiles actually make you run faster, but we're going to carpet, like, the living areas to make them really nice. Joseph Bailey lost about 30% of his health there, I'd say. Starvation? It's lying to me, I think. It's lying to me. Let me see what carpeting looks like. So we need more of those, but we can also use... Which increases our decor the most? Granite. So granite with... granite carpeted tiles, they give a decor bonus of 20%, so that'll be one of the best ways to do it. Is this Dreco grown? Okay, so our Dreco has grown up. That means he can, now that he's tame and he's happy, that means he'll lay eggs at his fastest speed, and we can start getting Drecos going. Now, Drecos are a more efficient way of getting reed fiber, because you can basically shave them like they're sheep. But they're they're bushy little, like, I don't know, their fur, I guess. It only grows in hydrogen atmospheres, so that's kind of a pain to do. And this thing here, the pinch of pepper nut, is the only thing that grows, that they will eat in hydrogen. And it grows from the roof. It's gonna be annoying. Gonna be like, this thing is getting its butt kicked. Like, it can't cool any of that stuff down. Anyways, so that's gonna be the end of this one. Let's take a look. Germs are looking okay. Everything's looking good. We have to figure out what we're gonna do in order to do this. I'm not sure. Maybe like I said, maybe we'll get the liquid in here, and maybe we can run it through a second Aqua tube. I don't know what we're gonna do, but this is gonna give us infinite water if we can do that. And with infinite water, we can do a lot with infinite water. We can get water can be turned into oxygen. Water can be turned into oxygen and hydrogen, and maybe the hydrogen will get us started on some kind of Dreco project, because you can breed a different version of these guys that have plastic scales, and then you can shave them as an eco-friendly way to get plastic as well. What are these guys eating? So they're eating sedimentary rock, which is good. We need them to eat sedimentary rock. Why are they okay, because they haven't been petted for the day. Because they will lay a different kind of egg, and those eggs are going to go up here, and we'll have a second hatch farm, and then eventually we'll replace... So these guys are going to lay the stone eggs. The stone eggs will go here. The stone egg guys we can get to get smooth eggs, and then I'll kill these guys here and put the stone eggs here, and so we'll have stone hatches and smooth hatches. And, like, we'll basically breed these really advanced creature types and whatnot. Eventually, I'll probably shut this down so that... It'll depend on how well our polluted water holds up. Because eventually we'll get to the point where we just can't even support these anymore unless we start making the bathroom here so that basically every single day they're using the bathroom and helping to fill this up. But, yep, that's the end of this episode. Definitely a lot of projects to do. Like I said, if you have any suggestions or any plans, if there's some kind of building or some kind of element you want me to explore, I'm going to continue trying to find a way to take it. If you have any ideas of how we can cool the water down, let me know. Just send me any comments and I will give it a try. But hey, that's the end of this episode. You're still stuck in Fox's ghetto prison. At any rate, that's the end of that. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future Oxygen Not Included content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.